but you probably see the same thing I do. A sign that says tomatoes and no more tomato seedlings. Oh, the irony of it all. I love the birds around here. I've been encouraging the birds to come into the backyard. I put a bird feeder up by the Kubo. The birds love the raised bed gardening going up here where the grapevines are, but they also love my tomato plants. They're gone. They ate them yesterday. Oh well, casualties of war, I guess you can say. But I love the birds, and I guess they have to eat too. So, lesson learned, I have to grow my seedlings for the tomato plants on the back porch or in the basement until they're big enough to fend off the birds. And then we'll see if the next stage is when the plants can be put back out here, if they're going to be safe. I don't know what goes on here in the Philippines. It's a new one for me. Well, anyway, good morning, magandang umaga, and welcome to today's special episode of My PI Dream. Today we are in the backyard. Remember that experiment that I told you I was going to do with the banana plants? Be on the lookout for an experimental banana plant episode. Well, today's the day, and we'll talk about that when we get into today's episode. Now, without further delay, let's get today's video underway. Now, it is literally a jungle back here, but I've always wanted to live in the jungle, at least in the tropics, that is. So, you remember I spoke with all of you, maybe a week ago, maybe 2 weeks ago, and I said I have an upcoming special experimental thing with the bananas that I want to do. Keep your eyes out on the bananas. Well, I think the time has come. I think it's okay. If you look at our Lyre bananas back here, it appears that they are about ready to start harvesting. If not really ready, I think I could possibly harvest the entire bunch. But this is what I'm going to do. Now you can see our Lyre bananas are getting so heavy, it's even pulling it this direction. I had a support here that connected the Lantundan over there to the Lyre here, so they could kind of support each other, but it's starting to fall back from the weight. So we have to do something back here. Now, the experiment. Let's talk about the experiment. I was told by several of the subscribers that you cannot do something I said I wanted to try. But you know what? I researched what I wanted to try, and I couldn't find anything that said counter to what I want to try. And what is it I want to try? I want to start cutting off some of the bananas off of my Lyre, starting from the top up here where the most mature bananas are. And I just want to cut one section that holds, I don't know, maybe about 20 bananas or something like that, maybe more. And I want to cut the top one off while the rest of them remain on the tree here, on the plant. So I'm going to try that. I'm going to start. This is an experiment. I have to prove something to myself. Sometimes people tell me things, and unless I see it, for sure, I'm one of those people like from the show me state. You know what that is in the US. Anyway, I want you to show me that I cannot do what I'm going to try to do, which is I'm going to cut that off. I'm going to cut the top section off, not the stem that comes down, not this section, but I'm just going to cut a group, but starting from the largest bananas on the top there. I'm going to cut them off, bring them in the house. Hopefully they will ripen inside the house while these are still staying fresh on the tree. Can it be done? I don't know. We're going to find out today. All right, so here it is. This is Sunday. It's somewhere in the middle of June. That's all I know. This is what happens when you're retired, in the middle of a pandemic, and you're my age. So every day is Sunday for me. Anyway, what I'm going to do today, I'm going to take this little saw that I have here. It's normally used to cut holes in some like gypsum sheetrock that you can put lights in, or you can do a little bit of anything with it. It's basically a very good utility kind of a saw to do a little bit of everything. You could even cut vegetation with it. So what I'm going to cut the top the very top section of the bananas off, and we're going to bring it inside the house like I said earlier, and we're going to let them ripen a little bit in the house. Then we're going to eat them. Then I'm going to keep an eye on this to make sure that our Lyre plant with the bananas, it's not affecting it. Then after we get done with the bananas, now this is the plan. After we get done eating the bananas in the house, maybe about a week, we're going to cut the next bunch off. Hopefully this is going to be like our banana store. It's going to be our supermarket for Lyre bananas. That's the goal. But everybody keeps telling me you can't do that. I don't know why. In my mind, you should be able to do that. Well, let's try it. Let me get up there, cut down the top bunch, and we'll continue from there. I don't know, about 20, something like 20. Okay, I'm going to bring this into the house. Let some of the sap kind of drip off first. Hopefully I'm not getting sap on my shoulder here, because this does not come out. You got to watch banana sap. All right, let me bring this over to the house. Okay, we have 20 bananas here. I did a final count, exactly 20 bananas. That's pretty good. One little round tier on the top, 20 bananas. And they're big. Look at the size of these things here. They are huge. Okay, so we have the 20 bananas here. We're going to allow them to do natural ripening here, either on the back porch or inside the house. And then we'll eat them, hopefully. Hopefully we'll be eating them very soon. It usually takes a few days, just like if you get green bananas from the grocery store, the supermarket. So I will let you know how these actually taste when they come out. I've had the Lyre off of this tree already before, if you've seen some of the previous episodes, and they're great. You know, they came out really good. But this is a new experiment, and the experiment is, can I make my banana plant into a banana supermarket and pull bananas off every week or so? We'll see. So through the magic of video editing, even though it's only going to be a few seconds for you here, it's going to be about a week down the road in reality. It's going to be that time warp thing. So we will revisit this in about a week and a half. So until then, cheers. Okay, well here we are 13 days after I pulled these bananas off the tree. We're going to finish these off today. And I got to tell you, these don't really get yellowish like Lyretons. I'm going to say that these are not Lyreton. I'm going to say our tree that we've been claiming to be Lyreton for quite a long time is not, and it's of the Cavendish variety. At least that's what Emily told us. She assured us that it is Cavendish and indeed not Lyreton. Well, that being said, I'm going to finish off. I have one more banana here that I am finishing off. I'm going to finish this off. You can see even it's still got green in it, and it's extremely ripe. It is perfect eating right now. And what I'm going to do, I'm going outside. I'm going to go ahead and go outside. We're going to cut off another group. This is 13 days. Remember, we are 13 days since the last time we cut off this group. So we're going to go to our banana tree grocery store, cut down a little bit more. Okay, you can see we got some bananas out here starting to ripen. Actually, this one's splitting just a little bit from being ripe. So, but we still have a lot of green bananas, and a lot of these are still really hard and firm. So what we brought inside the house and we ate, we allowed them to ripen inside the house, and they did a good job. Now, had we brought all of them in the house, all of them would be at least to this state or more. So far, it's proving to me that this bunch stayed nice and stable on the vine, acting as a, we'll say like a storage area, and not over ripening the bananas while we eat the ones on the inside. So we're gonna grab the saw, and we're little hand saw, and we're gonna cut off some more bananas off of this bunch right here, bring those inside the house as well, and leave some more on here, because like I said, these are really really hard. So we'll wait for these to ripen on the vine. Okay, so here's the bananas I harvested today. This one I can feel on the inside, it's soft. It's ready to eat today. And these other ones, close by. Not nearly as hard as the ones that are still on here. Now, something that surprised me. I learned something today because the ones above are actually less ripe than the ones that were right here. I don't know why. It's possible that it has something to do with the sun, because the sun, when the sun hits these over here, I don't know, but these are still tough. These are still need to be some ripening. These still need ripening, and of course these at the bottom still very hard, very, very small, still developing. So again, I don't understand why that the top ones didn't get ripe before the bottom ones. That to me, that disproves one of my own theories, but not the theory that you cannot take some off, eat them, wait a while, take some off, eat them. Okay, so we are 13 days since last time we harvested. We're gonna bring these into the house. We'll work on eating these, and then we'll continue to monitor these and see how long it takes for these to ripen, where I need to cut off another bunch. Here we are on our third and final installment of the can you use your banana plant as a banana store over a certain period of time. Well, let's take a look at what the bananas look like today. Today it's July 3rd. Let's see what it looks like. Now the bananas are starting to get yellow. They're starting to get a little bit yellow on the plant itself. I think I'm going to take them all down now. Although there's some like these down here are very hard. I believe they will continue to ripen inside the house. I think what we'll do is we'll probably just put it in the basement and just we'll grab them from there. Now we took bananas off of this plant 3 times. This is our 3rd time today. And we have been eating them off the plant. Actually, I've been cutting individual bananas off of them. We started this experiment on, I believe it was June 14th. And then the next time we picked bananas, I believe was June 27th. And today is, we got the wind's blowing. We're gonna make this where it's not quite so chimey. Okay, we got a lot of chimes going on here in the backyard. And the 3rd time is today. So today is July 3rd, the day before Independence Day for those in the United States. But like I said, everything is starting to get yellow, and I'm afraid that we'll start getting some insects and all out here. So I'm going to cut it down today. I'm going to finalize this. Now let's talk about a conclusion. Let's talk about what our experiment really was all about. Now I submitted a while back, the question, can you use your banana plant as your banana supplier, like your banana supermarket? Can you leave some on and chop them off as you need it? And I had many replies that said, no, you can't do that. Well, I can't prove or disprove our theory because we're only about 2.5 weeks in it. We did it for 2.5 weeks, and we ate inside the house. I've been eating it with my yogurt in the morning. In the afternoon, we've been having a banana. I've been using it for smoothies over the last a little over 2 weeks now. Remember, we started on June 14th, and today is the 3rd. So it has been supplying us easily for the 2 weeks, and we've gotten up to this point right here. Now, had I taken this entire group, this bunch of bananas, as they were when I pulled them on June 14th, but they were really green on June 14th, and they kind of riped a little bit inside the house. Had I brought the entire thing into the house, maybe stuck it in the basement, and allowed them to ripen, would they get to this point right here, at this point right now? Could be, probably. So I'm not sure that I really proved any point right here. But we did. We were able to use it for a time, but there were just so many bananas on there. I told you there was like 100, 125 bananas on there. So it was a fun experiment, and I think it can go either way. I think you can do what we did here, and I think you can also pull it off and let them ripen slowly inside your house. But that's what I'm going to do. We're going to go ahead and take this down, and then what we will do, we will chop the mother plant down, and these two right here are the new mothers which is the daughter of the big plant here, but these will be the new mothers, and they will produce, hopefully at some point, maybe in the next 6 months, they will start producing the bananas too. And I said I really think these are Cavendish. These are not Lycote. They're totally different from the Lycote that we get down in the grocery store. I've noticed they're huge, they're a lot bigger, they have a different bend, they stay green even when they're It's a little slightly green. They're ripened on the inside. So all indications to me are they are Cavendish. Remember, if you do remember, when we visited, I went to a plant nursery in Lipa, and the person said he got this plant, the mother of this mother plant right here, which started this all here. He said he got it from Mindanao, from Davao, and he said he wasn't sure if it was a Lacatan or not, but he thought it was. I don't think it is. So anyway, we kind of proved that we could kind of use it, but I think if we would have left it on here much longer and tried to continue doing that, we start losing bananas. So that's it for today. You leave it up to your own conclusion. Well, I hope you enjoyed this long test of experiment. Remember, whatever you do inside your backyard, when you sit around and you have things that you want to try out yourself, even though somebody else tells you that, oh, maybe you can't do something, but they don't tell you a reason why you can't do something, try it out yourself to see. You're not really doing it to disprove anybody's theory, but you're doing it to improve your own knowledge about your own little farming techniques that you have inside your backyard, or your farm if you have a farm. Now we're still learning. We're learning here. Every time we learn something, if it's creditable, like I don't know if this is really that credible, but if it is credible, we will share that with you. So anyway, let me close for today. I hope you enjoyed this little experiment that we did. It was fun, and we know we have successful in growing bananas here at Villa Feliz. That's the main thing that's really important. We always have bananas here, and we're always going bananas here at Villa Feliz. At least I am. Well, I hope you enjoyed this series of experimental videos that brought us all together to where we are here today. If you did enjoy all of this, please give me a thumbs up. Please share, and if you have not subscribed, just click on that little MPID dream heart in the bottom right hand side of your screen. You'll be subscribed, and you'll be notified next time I upload a new video. So from right here in the Philippines, you have a wonderful and blessed day. If you enjoyed today's episode and you would like to see more just like these, just click on one of the helpful links over to your right, and you might be able to pick up on some good information on DIY projects, how to, or if you are interested in moving to the Philippines and building, you'll find answers there as well.